Hi guys, it's us again and welcome back to Swinburne. After the first ever episode of Swinburne, we'll be getting a lot of feedback from you guys. First, we always seek to improve ourselves and try to get the show better.
This will be a special episode as alongside this guy, we will welcome one of the hottest face in Swinburne, who is tall, handsome and really cool. Hey Abu, today your spotlight will be stolen.
Oh, okay.
Why are we still here?
Now let's have a look at our guest today.
Well, what an interesting guest we have today. As he is a former Swinburne Australia student, I'm sure you guys like us will have lots and lots of questions about this guy.
And now, here he is! Welcome, Paula!
Nice to meet you. Hi everyone.
Hey.
And today, Ho is here to share with us the experience when he living and studying in Australia. It's what a memorable time for you, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It was a lot of time.
Yeah.
What is like landing in Australia for the first time?
Oh, it's not as shocking as I imagined, except for the $150 bill spent on Mikey Pass.
150. That sounds like a lot. Really.
Yeah.
So before you sharing about more experience, I want to ask you that what did you prepare for your first time go to Australia?
Nothing much really. A bit of cash, some clothes, because winter in Australia is definitely a lot colder than here in Vietnam. So, and the common thing that many Vietnamese students bring food over to Australia, and that is not a good idea.
Yeah. So I want to ask about, language is this challenge for you when you come to Australia?
Yeah, it definitely was. I did learn English before coming to Australia, but the Australian accent is pretty challenging because it's not as popular as American or British in Vietnam. So yeah, I had a hard time adjusting my English to the way they say it.
So,
Well, how about the lifestyle in Australia? Was it any difficult adjusting to the Australian lifestyle?
Yeah, I mean it's really different, different
Awesome.
languages and trends. I mean what youngsters in Vietnam like is different in Australia, and the shops, the local shops, all close pretty early, around 5 or 4 p.m. Even sooner during weekends. So if you really want to go out at night, the only place to go is the city.
So I want to ask that how long have you spent to get familiar with the culture in Australia?
Quite a long time actually, maybe 3 to 6 months, and that's expected. Some people take a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely a hard time.
So when you went to Australia, did you make friends with Australian or just Vietnamese?
Well, at first all my friends were Vietnamese because I'm not as familiar.
Yes.
But as time go by, just try to be more proactive, try to be more friendly, and I did make some local friends.
Oh,
Yeah.
so it's much fun.
So to recap your experience, your Australian experience in 3 words, what would you put it?
Expensive.
Why is it expensive?
But the living standard in Australia is really high,
Yeah.
so the prices are high as well. And Australian dollars, at the time I went to Australia, was $16,000 for $1.
So,
Okay, one question. How much do you cost monthly to live in Australia?
I would guess everything around $1,000.
$1,000.
Some maybe more.
Well, so that the median average is $1,000.
Yeah.
That's a lot. The other two words to describe your experience in Australia.
Quiet.
Quiet.
Right?
Yeah,
Why?
because most of the time, most people in Australia live in the suburbs. For example, Swinburne, Australia, the Hawthorne campus is in Hawthorne suburbs, so it's 15 minutes away from city by train. And the shops, as I said, it closes early. So when you want to go out with friends for the night, the only place to go is the city, the CBD.
Yeah. So what will be the third word?
Freedom.
Freedom.
How's,
Why?
yeah, I can see your points being made, but can you explain us a little bit?
First, the freedom from your family, of course. And the good thing about Australia is that, like in Vietnam, we have to look after ourselves. We have to like behave ourselves, you know. But in Australia, you can just do whatever you want. If that makes sense.
Well,
Yes. So really cool.
you can do whatever you want without being really told. That's the special thing about Australia, yeah?
Yes, it's quite free.
Well,
It's fun.
Okay. So to hit up the atmosphere,
Yep.
I have a small challenge for you. You willing to play it?
By all means, yes.
Well.
So the rule is very simple. I will give you this cup, and it
Right.
includes like 10 words. It's about the Australian language, and your mission is just to like pick up and try to like guess the meaning of those words.
Awesome.
Okay,
Alright.
and if you like try to guess 5 over 10 the word, you can like become the winner. Okay.
Cool.
So let's count. 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright.
Quickly.
First word, a cold one. Cold one or a coldie basically means just a cold drink. Most of the time, beer.
Oh yes.
Drink a lot of beer in Australia. A barbie. A barbie means a barbecue. It's an important part of Australian culture.
It's not a Barbie.
Barbecue.
Barbecue is not a Barbie.
Yeah.
the more you know.
Aussie. Aussie means Australian. Easy. Easy word.
3 words.
I have 5 more seconds. What?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
1 second.
Yeah.
Oh,
Don't waste it.
so lucky.
Avo. Avo means avocado. Australians love avocado.
Quickly.
Bathers. Bathers are bathing suits, swimming suits.
Sounds like
Ace. Ace means good or awesome. Just your ace, mate.
yes. Quickly.
Dictionary.
You can yes.
Keep it for later use.
I think
Oh,
it's
time's
pretty-
up. Time's up.
Alright.
Oh,
Okay.
let's see what we
count.
have. 6. We have 6 words. So
Wow.
our guy Koi has
Winner.
probably 6
Yay.
words.
So I want to talk more about the time when you come back to Vietnam.
Okay.
So I just want to ask you about the reason why you come back to Vietnam.
Mostly because I have a change in my career path,
Well,
and I think coming back to Vietnam opens up a lot more opportunities than staying in Australia.
is there any initial difficulties when you come back to Vietnam?
Not really,
Why?
because I've been living here my whole life and I've just been away for 2 years.
Well-
Not that much of a difference.
But
That-
in
that's
2
only-
years, a lot of things change.
You
right?
technically need some adjustment to it, right?
Yeah, maybe. Oh well, maybe the traffic.
Of course.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Classic.
Yeah. So I want to ask more like when you come back to Vietnam. So do you face any challenge with like the lifestyle here? Do you have to change your lifestyle when you live in Australia and come back to Vietnam? A different lifestyle. Do you have to change to like make family a bit?
Yeah, definitely, because I was moving back with my family. I was living with my parents.
Yeah.
So unlike in Australia, I can just go to work until 11 p.m. and then just hang out with friends. I can't do that here in Vietnam because I have parents at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what is like studying here in Vietnam?
It's hard to say. In what regards?
Well, let's talk about the initial facility here in Vietnam?
Facility,
In this Swinburne Vietnam atmosphere?
you know, the Hanoi campus is definitely new.
Yes.
So I think it's relatively small, but is functional. It's enough for the student body.
Yes. So like I want you to talk more about your learning experience here. That it's same with the learning in Australia, right?
Yeah, the curriculum is pretty much the same. The assignments and the way we go to classes, like one lecture and one tutorial. But definitely studying in Vietnam is a lot easier because just the environment. You have friends around you, and it's a lot easier to just make friends and get help.
How about teacher?
Teachers are cool.
Well, they sure are. And one question for you. Do you have any advice for any Vietnamese student who seeks to study in Australia?
Oh wow. Piece of advice. I'd say that try to be proactive and just try to make as much local friends as possible, because a common mistake is that Vietnamese students just stick to other Vietnamese, and you can never get better in English or just get used to your lifestyle there. So it's important to make local friends.
So if in the future, do you intend to like come back to Australia?
Yeah, definitely yes.
So what will you prepare for it? Like to have better life, better experience.
That's hard. That's tricky. I guess more money.
More money, yes,
Well,
of course.
1,000 Australian dollars, of course.
Yeah. So thanks for all the sharing today,
No problem.
and I hope that you will have a wonderful and effective learning week.
Well, that is the end of our second episode of Swinburne. Don't forget to like and click that subscribe button to keep yourself updated with everything Swinburne Vietnam.
And now,
Goodbye.
bye.
君の虜にな